Thank you. Before I introduce our final reader for the evening, I just want to ask: are all these people real? They're all in the book. Yeah. Every single one. I felt a little bit like Ron Popé tonight, because it was like, wait, there's more. This is really, really impressive, and it's impressive for two reasons. One, because this is just a sampling of all the people in the anthology, and it tells you, it speaks to the quality of the writing that you're seeing coming out from California. So it's in that sense, but also the other one in that I'm sort of amazed no one's done this before. To be perfectly honest, I would have, when the first edition came out last year, I thought, well, yeah, that's smart. There was tons of writing coming out of the state, and has been coming out for the longest time. I should know. I'm a juror on the California Book Award, and I think it's very commendable for Heyday to go ahead and do this. I think it's a great thing you guys have done, and I think readers are really going to benefit and enjoy this. So that's that. Will you please welcome our final reader for the night, Stef Willen.
Hey, thanks for coming, everyone. You write this stuff in your apartment and you think, who's going to listen to this? Here you are. I'm reading a section of my story, and all you need to know about it up to this point is it's a true story, and it takes place right around the time when I'm realizing that my attraction to older, unavailable women is not doing anything but leaving me lonely. And it takes place at exactly the time that I happen to be staying at a B&B in Northern California, and the owner's boyfriend, Bob, comes in and tells me that I am sharing the couch with a ghost, and that she is from the 1800s and about 10 to 15 years older than me, so middle-aged. Bob explained that there were 3 other ghosts that hung out in the parlor: a young couple and an older fellow named James who once threw a pin at him. He said the girl she liked to watch me work. I tried to shoot Bob a look that said, bullshit, it's you who likes to watch me work. But he told me to come see Princess. Princess is Bob's orange cat, and it was true, she was acting strange. She hadn't joined me in the parlor like usual for the past few mornings, and now she was wedged between an Apple computer monitor and the kitchen wall. I don't believe in ghosts. I chalk sightings of them up to gas leaks, tricks of light, the electromagnetic field, or a dire need for attention. But when I looked at Princess and saw her hair bristling, her dilated pupils slowly tracking the movements of something behind us, I got scared. Bob may be full of shit, but Princess was the only living thing in that house that didn't need to see something that wasn't there to make life more interesting. And that cat was seeing something. For nearly 5 minutes, we huddled around the cat. I would never tell Bob anything personal. Yet he couldn't misunderstand me right then. Like an earthquake brings you close to strangers, the ghost in the parlor made my world fall down around me a little, just enough to make me feel like hugging him. Some of Bob's salt and pepper chest hair poked out where he'd buttoned his flannel. He was older than I thought. It was the sweetest thing about him. I almost touched him. Then he said, well, gotta go to Costco, and asked if I was okay alone. I said sure, and something about not really believing in ghosts anyway. But I was beginning to think that I was not okay alone. That despite my many smug pronouncements, I'd never been okay alone. That life was one long trick of deceiving yourself, figuring yourself out, then deceiving yourself better. On that note, I summoned the courage to go to the parlor and stare at the couch. He's a ghost. I tried to look through it like the couch was one of those 3D stereogram images, and some transparent middle-aged woman giving me a lustful look would flow forth from the cushion pattern. Nothing manifested. But across the room, Nicole's flower bunch moved ever so slightly. The baseboard heater, a ghost from the 1800s who liked me. I decided I had to go gussy up. In the shower, I became slightly afraid the other 3 disembodied souls. Who had this James guy been? Maybe the kind of guy who always wished he could slip through walls and see naked girls in the shower. Perhaps the young married couple spiced up their afterlife by writing things on steamed-up mirrors like, "We're here," or "Boo, yeah." I'd locked the door, which is kind of quaint, but it made me feel safer, able to do a really good job washing my hair, then blow drying it with a big round brush so it had volume and curl. I put my makeup on slow and careful so it looked like I wasn't wearing any, except for lipstick. I put that on red. Then I walked down the stairs feeling sexy and decided the woman waiting for me in the parlor looked just like Catherine Keener. An ectoplasmic Catherine Keener in some kind of 19th century dress. The parlor was still empty, but entering it felt thick and warm and scary, like walking into a blind date. I sat myself down on the middle of the rug so as not to be too forward and accidentally sit on her. I could feel the air in the room moving around, even through the hairs of my bare arms. I was aware of everything. I grabbed a book off the coffee table called 50 Places to Fly Fish Before You Die and pretended to read. About 2 minutes had passed when something gently covered my hand. It felt like a warm electric blanket if you could feel the electric part. I had been leaning most of my weight on that hand, which could explain the weird sensation. But maybe this was my problem. I never let anyone close. I always explained them away. So I raised an eyebrow and looked over my shoulder. I saw my hand on an oriental rug. As I stared at it, the florid pattern seemed to rise up and float in the air. This could be my astigmatism, or it could be my chance to believe a ghost had taken my hand, a ghost who looked a lot like Catherine Keener. I leaned into her a little, and she didn't do anything haunting like make me feel alone after I already believed in her. And I didn't do anything heartbreaking like act like she didn't even exist when we were in the same room. I closed my eyes and felt myself fall further into a warmth, and it was exactly like falling into the dress of a beautiful woman all the way to the buttons.
I'm pretty sure I think that does it.
What could do it better?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, don't touch the podium.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm sure. Yeah.
It really is. You laugh, but it's terrifying.
Believe. Just believe. Believe in poetry and believe in the power of prose and believe in all of us who are here together. Believe in the power and the pain of history and believe in each other.
Yes.
And buy books.
And buy books, yeah. I was going to say there's books for sale.
And finish our beer and wine.
Yeah, we recommend you hit the beer and wine first.
And then buy books.
Then maybe think about looking at books. And that's it. So we want to thank our readers. Thank you, everybody, for coming out.
Thank you.
Thank you, Heyday. California Swords. Thank you, everybody.
Thank you for Heyday. And thank you all. And please come often and come again and be one with each other. Thank you.